like Doc's music a lot just because he was influenced by so many different things too. That song is a cool one because it modulates in every version. I think after Doc did, I assume it's a Doc tune because I didn't hear anybody playing it before. But it's Black Mountain Rag, and so it modulates from C to G. Teaching somebody that's just kind of beginning into this style, it's a good one because there's a lot of repetitions, like that first part. Kind of all just playing over that C position that's going up to what would be like a bar chord for C, with a droning first string and your second string playing it on the 5th fret. So you got those two notes kind of ringing together. And the B section's pretty, it's pretty, you can simplify it. It's just. More like a Maybell sort of thing. There's a couple of pull-offs, If I was saying, just to get into this style, that's a good way to kind of tip your hat to the past. And it also just kind of simplifies the melody a little bit. And then there's the more advanced sort of version of it. It's not quite a harmonic, but you're kind of trying to play a harmonic. Sometimes I get it, sometimes I don't. He would turn his pick sideways and kind of mute with your palm a little bit. And it's just kind of hitting. It's the only time that I ever move my pick sideways. Every other time, I'm always hitting the pick, and I've really been a stickler for it in the past, like just sitting and watching myself play to make sure my pick's always hitting the string, just perfectly flat. Just laying against the string as flat as it can, just to get the most volume and make sure there's no angle ever. It was kind of mimicking like a dulcimer or something. I don't know what it's definitely a Doc thing. But for like beginners, I've always just leave that part out because it's more confusing than it's not, Like I feel like this one I worked on a lot for right hand stuff, especially that there's kind of 4 sections of it. So that D section, the 4th section, it's a lot. There's a lot going on, but it's constantly moving. And the way I play with my right hand is mostly alternate picking. So it's all downstroke and an upstroke, and that was a good exercise to use for working on that 1-4-5 the whole way through. It's a good one to watch your right hand. Like for this type of music, the right hand is the kicker. It's like it's either it. You just have to really work on that. I've found that the majority of any problems I've had have come from my right hand not doing what it's supposed to be doing. And so I'll really watch. I mean, I even, this guitar is a little different, but on my normal dreadnought guitars, I'll watch to make sure I'm hitting, the string right behind that kind of rosette. If I really don't move a whole lot, sometimes when I'm playing something real slow and pretty, I'll move up just a little bit, but it's very little. But when I'm flat picking like this, I almost always keep it in one spot, always just going right against the string, laying my pick at just right on it, never angled up or down or sideways. And this is a good one to, record yourself playing. And if you wanted to, if more in the advanced camp, and do the old Doc trick of playing it, I'll kind of play the whole thing, and then he would speed it up on the last one. So.